Hey guys, it's your boy RJ Bay, and welcome to FIFA 16 Potential Ratings Episode 3. I know you love this one, guys, so I'm going to give you another one. Liverpool FC. Let's kick it off with Simon Mignolet. 80 rating. Now, he's an interesting player. Clearly, he's a good goalkeeper, but gets a lot of stick saying how he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. However, if you look at the statistics, he has extremely good save ratings, good clean sheets, and I reckon he's a good goalkeeper. I'd say he's probably about an 81, 82 potential rating. I do actually think he's a good goalkeeper, and I don't think 80 quite does justice for him. However, I know social media takes a lot of stick towards some Mignolet, so I know FIFA won't increase his rating at all, and I know for a fact he will stay at 80. So over to the next player, I put him a right wing back. He doesn't always play there, well, he doesn't really ever play there, but is that man Markovic. I think he's a really good talent. I think he's young, I'm not too sure. I'll have a little look for you guys. There you go, yeah. He's 20 years old, and he's a really young prosper. He'll be a really good player. I think he could be an 81, 82, extremely fast, good at dribbling, never gives up. He's a hard-working player, and that's what I like to see in young talents. So I think 81, 82 will be good for him. Moving on to Emre Can, who there is 73, and I think he should be an 80. He's such a good young talent. He's about 21 years old, if even that. There you go, 20 years old. He's such a good player. Works really hard, extremely strong, extremely aggressive, good on the ball. Can also play in the centre mid position, further up the pitch as well. Quite fast. He's going to be a really good talent. He'll be up there in the 86 ratings one day, I believe. And moving to the middleman, Martin Skrtel. His seasons never really improve or get worse. Just a nutter, and that's what we all love him for. Does the job, kicks a few people. 80, I reckon he'll be around an 81, 82. He's a good player, nothing special, just likes to kick people. Moving now to Dejan Lovren, who I used to rate highly. However, he's had a poor season. So I think the 79 rating there does him justice. Hasn't proved himself very well in the Liverpool jersey. However, he's not a bad player, so I think you need to give him one more season, keep him at the 79, 80 rating area, and then he has another bad season, maybe drop him to 78 or so. Now moving to Arena, I highly rate this youngster. He's not even that young, he's 22, but he's an extremely good player, so fast, so good on the ball, such a good attacking player, but he works so hard. He's a very good modern all-round fullback. I love the guy. I'd say he could be an 83, 84. He's an exceptional player, and Liverpool really want to keep hold of this one. Now, for the two centre mids, I haven't put in Steven Gerrard because clearly he's leaving. So at the end, I may say what I think he could be, but I'm not going to include him for the main team. Now, Jordan Henderson, way better than the 79. 84 for me. Extremely good player, good captain, good organiser. He's taken the role this season of vice captain so well. Learnt off the legend, that is Steven Gerrard. Does a really good job for Liverpool now. Works up and down. He's got a good ball range like Steven Gerrard, good at passing. Clearly, he'll never be as good as Steven Gerrard, but he can definitely be a good player for Liverpool and a good player for England. Moving on to Alan, does the simple stuff. I'd say hit about an 80. Never be good on FIFA because all he's good at is doing all the aggressive stuff, off the scene kind of stuff, working hard, playing it easy, side to side, back to forwards. That's all he does. So he'll never be high rated. He'll never be seen as a good player, but he does the job that most of you guys don't actually see. So take my word for it, he is a good, solid player. Now to the young star of the team, the one you've been looking at and waiting for, Raheem Sterling. Like I said with Gerrard, I didn't put him in it because he's moving. However, there's no proof yet that Sterling will be leaving. However, he most likely will, or he'll give it one more season. But this man could easily be an 85 next year. He won't. They'll give him like an 82. An exceptional player. He'll be up there in the 90s one day. I don't quite see why him and Hazard have an 8 rating different. Sterling is an unbelievable player, extremely young. He's going to be one. Well, he's looking at, I say one to look out for the future, but he's already an exceptional player. Just look at like the clips of him this season. Hasn't had the best of seasons, but still, like at least an 84 worth rating season. But no, exceptional player. He'll make it one day. Big for England, big for whatever club he plays for. A world-class player. Now over to the left wing, Philip Coutinho. Put him on the left wing because sometimes he plays there, but he's best in that false 9 position. And wow, an exceptional player. So good on the ball, so quick. He's absolutely unbelievable. His feet, the movement, his shots, his passing, he has it all. Just lacks the strength because clearly he's not very tall. He's about 5'7", easily an 85, 86 rated player. I know I'm going high with the ratings this video, but a lot of these Liverpool players, they just don't play well together. However, they are really good players. Like Coutinho is an extremely good player. He'll make it one day. He can play for the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Man City, an exceptional player, another player to look out for. He'll make it big for Brazil and for whatever club he plays for. Moving on to Daniel Sturridge, you can't really move him. He's an injury-prone season. He must have played about 10 games this season, and he just hasn't really got injury-free. So I wouldn't move him down. I'd keep him as an 83. No way in hell would he go higher because he just hasn't played. Now going down to the subs, we've got Adam Lallana, which 80 does him well. He's nothing better. He's nothing worse. Solid player. Good on the ball. He's quite aggressive, actually. Most of you guys don't know. He's actually a very aggressive player. Likes to tackle. Does a lot of off-the-scene stuff. He works way hard. He's an okay player. Lucas Leiva, for me, should be starting for Liverpool every game. Does all the hard stuff, like you guys know. I like to see that in a player. Works so hard up and down the pitch, putting in them tackles that he loves. Like Skirtle, just a smaller and Brazilian version. But for me, he'd be an 80-81. Now, Balotelli there, an 80. I really rate Balotelli. Like, when he went to Liverpool, I was so gutted. I wanted him to come to Arsenal. I think they're still an amazing player with the potential, not for this FIFA because of his poor season, to be an 86, 87 player. I know most of you disagree, however, I really rate this player. He's only a young member, he's about 24 years old. He's got all the potential, he's everything you want to look for in a player. Just really, apart from the mentality, it's not quite there. But his bad season, he should stay as an 80 or 79 because he's been absolutely shocking. But for me, that's just because he doesn't suit the Liverpool play, and they don't really play it to the way that he wants to be played. After this man, the little song named after him, Kolo Toure, what a legend. It makes me laugh when I look at that face. Oh, he cracks me up. 77, yeah, 78, 79 for me. He's not a bad player. He's getting old now. He's lost his pace. He's alright for Liverpool. Does the job. Just nothing special. Now this man, what an exceptional player. I'd give him a 74, 75. Hasn't played enough. I have no idea why he hasn't been played a lot this season. An exceptional youngster. He's like 18, 19 years old. I think he's like 1 year or the same year with Raheem Sterling. Clearly nowhere near to that level, but he's going to make it one day for England. If not, a good, solid Premier League standard around Liverpool, Everton kind of area, maybe a bit below. But he's always going to be a top half Premier League player. Bright talent. Came on in, I can't remember what game it was, but he played so well in the Premier League. He had a shot that hit the post/bar, the corner bit. I remember that. Cut in with his left, went on a run, banged it. Potential bags of talent. Let's see if he makes it. Enrique, 2 years ago, I would have told you that he was an exceptional player. Just barely played this season. I think he got injured last season, and he hasn't really got back from it. So a 75, 76 would do him well. Now, Sakho. Before Liverpool, a lot of people, when he was at PSG, were saying he's going to be an exceptional player. But he's like Mangala, like he's like Bambi. I think that's Bambi on Ice. I think that's it. He just doesn't look natural playing football. Like his just legs all over the place. And 80 does him well. I don't rate him that much. No, I can't really go on about him. There's nothing really to talk about. Bit of an idiot really, but he's nothing special. Ricky Lambert, moving to Bournemouth most likely. 76. I'd say give him a 75. Amazing season at Southampton, getting into the England squad. But this year he's been appalling. Barely played, barely scored. Just been off the radar. This man gets a lot of stick, but he's an alright player. 75, 76, 77 would do him well. I think he's leaving, or he's left already. But he's one that, if I was Arsenal, I would snap him up. Nice little reserve right back. He's alright, he does a job. Flanagan, the ugliest fucker in the world. The ugliest inbred. He is just so damn ugly. Look at that face. But in my eyes, he's been an exceptional player. Didn't play one game this season. However, he played so well the year before with the team that had Suarez in. Got the England call-up. He's an exceptional player. He'll never be an amazing player because all he is fucking aggressive. He makes Skirtle look like a pussy. But he's a good, hard-working player, like I said I like. And he will definitely make it to maybe the outskirts of the England team. And definitely he's good enough for the Liverpool team all day long. Not going to bother talking about Bruyne as he is leaving. Gerrard there. So this man, I think 81 does him. He's had a pretty poor season on his levels. Last season he had an exceptional season. I kind of thought, I don't know why he's leaving because he's too good. However, this season he showed that he's losing the pace and he's just losing his head a bit. I think a move to the MLS is good for him. So an 80-81 will do him well. I think that's it, guys. Yeah, that's it, guys. Comment down below if you want me to do any other leagues or international teams maybe. If you can leave a like and subscribe, that'd be it.